Welcome, family, to Feast on Torah, where we grow in wisdom one verse at a time. Today's verse is a powerful warning found in Proverbs chapter 13, verse 20. It doesn't whisper, it warns. And it reads, "He that walks with wise men will be wise, but a companion of fools will be destroyed." Let's reflect on what it means to walk wisely and what happens when we don't. Your future and mine is being shaped as we speak, not just by our choices, but by your circle. The people you walk with today may be leading you straight into wisdom or straight into destruction. Today's lesson isn't just advice, it's a life or death reality. Let's break it down. It reads, "He that walks with wise men will be wise." This isn't just a proverb, it's a divine principle. The people you and I walk with influence yours and my decisions, your mindset, and ultimately your destiny. That's what the scripture says. You walk with fools, you are not heading to good influences at all. You're walking straight into disaster. Walking with the wise means seeking those who fear Yah, those who speak truth, and those who challenge you to grow in righteousness. We need people in our lives who will tell us when we are wrong, and they will steer us back on the path of righteousness. Not people who see you going wrong, knowing that you're doing wrong, and will not say anything because they do not want to hurt your feeling. If these people are in your lives, please change and get people in your life that will help you to grow in righteousness. And if we cross reference this verse, Proverbs 27, verse 17 reads, "As iron sharpens iron, so a man sharpens the countenance of his friend." And in the Amplified Bible, it reads, "As iron sharpens iron, so one man sharpens and influences another through discussion." So what? Through words. So who are you lending your ears to? What are they inputting into your heart and into your mind? Who is influencing you at the moment? It's time to check out your circle of friends. Psalm 1:1 reads, "Fortunate, prosperous, and favored by Elohim is the man who does not walk in the counsel of the wicked, following their advice and example, nor stand in the path of sinners, nor sit down to rest in the seat of scoffers." In other words, ridiculers. That is being read from the Amplified Bible. But it says, but a companion, the warning is, but a companion of fools will be destroyed. Not might be, will be. This is a promise of consequence, family. This is the result of hanging around people who the Bible refers to as fools. So let's look at what are the characteristics then of a fool. A fool is someone who rejects instruction. They know it all and refuse godly and good advice. And they mock wisdom. They mock wisdom. And they only live their lives for pleasure, not purpose. Destruction may not come to these people immediately, but destruction will definitely pay a visit to such a people because the Bible calls them fools, and they are fools for certain. Let's look at real life example. How many people do you know have lost their way, their purpose, or even their life because they followed the wrong crowd? Just one bad relationship, just one bad influence can derail your entire destiny. There are many people around the world right now who is paying the price because of keeping bad company, because of sitting in the same seat as fools, as the Bible refers to them. If we think of Korah in Numbers chapter 16, Abiram was a rebellious leader in the Old Testament who, along with Korah and Dathan, led a revolt against Moshe and Aaron, his name Moses. His story is found in Numbers 16. He rebelled against Moses with other foolish men. They stirred up others, rejected divine order. And what happened? What happened, family? Abiram and Dathan challenged Moshe, Yah's given authority. How dare they challenge his authority? And what happened to them? Their rebellion was not just against Moses, it was seen as a rebellion against Yah. The earth swallowed them because of that. The earth opened. Yah caused the ground to open and swallow them up, and all the family and possessions alive. Then this story can be found in Numbers chapter 16, verses 31 to 33. They went down alive into the pit, showing the seriousness of rebelling against divine authority. Let this be a warning to us all, family. The danger of aligning with foolish or arrogant people. And if you do that, we need to examine our lives. Proverbs 13:20 doesn't whisper, it warns. It warns, family. He that walks with wise men will be wise, but a companion of fools will be destroyed. Again, no doubt, there's no might. This is the result when we do not take stock of who we are walking with. They weren't just punished, these people who rebelled, they were destroyed. Why? Because they walked with fools. So we need to choose wisely. Wisdom is not just about what you know, it's all about who you walk with. So check your circle of people, family. Do they draw you closer to the Most High Yah? Do they correct you in love? Do they fear the Most High at all? If not, it is time to separate. As blank as that. It is time to separate, because journeying with these people will bring your life to swift destruction. Psalm 1:1 reads again. Let me repeat that again. Blessed, fortunate, prosperous, and favored by Elohim is the man who does not walk in the counsel of the wicked, following their advice and example, nor stand in the path of sinners, nor sit down to rest in the seat of scoffers. You cannot put it more simple than that. So, friends, I would advise you and encourage you to take stock of people who are moving in your circle. Are they fitting the biblical characteristic of fools? If so, it's time to separate, because your life depends on it. Today, choose wisdom, family. Walk with those who honor Yah, because who you walk with will determine where you end up. So please like, share, and subscribe to Feast on Torah for more biblical warnings and wisdom, and also walk worthy lessons from the Word. Until the next lesson, Shalom.